Welcome to Bajerski.com. This is a video especially for you guys who have purchased or made a purchase of a pure energy healing crystal. Yay! Thank you for trusting in my work. Thank you for trusting in my crystals. I've been doing this work now for 20 years, and Bajerski.com has, proud as it is, we still endeavor to try our best to make your experience the most pleasurable experience, and I never in my entire life want you to feel bad about the experience. I never want you to feel upset. I always do my best to help you, and most of our staff spend most of our time in helping people and explaining things, and we have a great track record of communicating, whether it be a letter that we send to you, which is a kind of letter that explains everything, or we personally talk to you. We do our best to treat our customers like gold, and when you come back again, we treat you like platinum. And then if you come back again, we treat you like Moldavite. So you're here now. What is this video about? This video is about taking care of your crystal. So I'm going to go through all the process of understanding your crystal, what to do with it, how to wear it, when to wear it, how to clean it, and everything that you need to know. That is probably a question you've sent to Bajerski.com, and they have now sent you this link to this video. So welcome today. First of all, the crystal always chooses you, and the crystal is always the perfect crystal. Whether you know it or not, it is. There's been many a times in my life as a crystal healer, I've looked back and thought, oh, I didn't really think that crystal was any good, and now I think, wow, it has made a massive change in my life. Sometimes it's very subtle and you don't even see it. Sometimes it's like a thunderbolt and lightning strike. But either way, it's still beautiful. So there is a reason, and I always say trust in that reason. Out of the millions of crystal shops you could have gone to, you chose mine. Now, the reason why you chose mine is because Spirit brought you to the very crystal that you needed. Could have brought you anywhere in the world, but it brought you to here. So you have to trust in that. That's the first thing, which means you're not putting negative energy into the crystal in any way, meaning that you're not putting a bad vibe around you, because by doing that, you only stop the energy of the crystal working. So what that means is when you're open and just let it be, you normally can feel it. When you're closed and you're angry and upset for whatever reason, because these things happen, it's natural. We are like that from day to day. Some days we can be happy about something that other days we'll be really upset about. So let's start from the very beginning with the crystal. When it arrives to you, it arrives in a box, and I've not prepared myself at all, have I? So it comes in a box normally, and you open that box and you see your nice crystal. Now on the website it says Bajerski.com, buy your crystal. It says here's your pendant, so you expect the pendant. So it does come. The pendant is there, described and shown on the photos. What we then started to do, which was at one point we felt may have been a mistake, but we did anyway, we started adding things to your order. Now, the problem with that is people then expected, if anything went wrong with what we added to your order, as if they then said, well, I've paid for this. And I've said, no, you paid for your crystal, your pendant, that's it. Everything else is a gift. So you use it as you want. If it breaks, it breaks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm going to give you a perfect example of some of the things that, hey, this is only very rare, but it's some of the things that happen. And it's called human life, nature, natural things. These things happen. So first of all, we put some nice string in there. I don't like leather, so I don't go near leather. So this is a nice string. Comes in different colours. And the string is beautiful. Now, that's really nice. Thanks very much, Mark. You don't need to use it, but if you do use it, there is something that you always must be aware of. When you put your crystal on here and you tie a knot like this, that knot can come undone very easily as you're walking around doing your thing, and all of a sudden it can slip off your neck and, oh, my crystal's broken. That's not my fault. Not my fault. So what I'm going to share with you is a little secret that works really well. If you're going to hang it on this string, put your crystal on the string and knot it tight and then double knot it again tight. That way it won't come out at all. Hey, he's a genius, right? Therefore your crystal won't fall and you won't call me or cry and then we will have to try and resolve it by sending a replacement. But it's not our fault. So remember guys, this is just a gift, okay? Right. Depending on if it's possible for us to get silver. Silver's very expensive now, but sometimes we'll put a gift in there, a free gift, as one of these. Now, this is called silver. And silver is beautiful, but as you can imagine, silver is silver, and the way they make it is kind of not made to pull a car, right? It's made to be looked after. And this, like anything made in gold and silver, can break. Now, you're not going to like this, but I'm going to show you just to make you understand something. It breaks. And it doesn't take that much to break. I'm sorry about that, but thank you so much for making that happen, piece of silver. So what I'm saying is this. If you're wearing a pendant with a silver chain and you're working in the garden or you're doing things and all of a sudden it's hanging around your neck and it gets caught in something and boom, it breaks. The crystal falls off and it breaks. That's not my fault. It's not our fault. You've just been given a free gift of a necklace. That's all. You don't need to wear it. You can wear anything you want. You can use anything you want. But it's not my fault that you're wearing it and you break it and then it breaks the crystal. So be aware when you wear one of my crystals. That is really important, that it can easily get trapped. And when you lift your neck up, you've got a lot of power in your neck and your body, and it can just break. So again, not my responsibility, guys. It's your responsibility to look after the crystal and to look after it with whatever you're wearing around your neck. Okay, so number 2, be careful when you wear your crystal with a silver chain or a gold chain. So that said, how do you look after the crystal? Well, for me, I'll give you an example. Here's one that I've worn for over a year now, maybe 2 years, okay? Every now and again it needs a little bit of a clean because my skin, like most people's skin, has that kind of acidy to its touch, and sometimes it can tarnish. So what I do is I buy some of these, and these are for cleaning silver. So every now and again I'll take my crystal off, and if I've got a silver chain I'll do that, and as you can see, there you go, look, it's cleaning it. Okay, I'll just do that, and then on this, my trio, I'll gently just start to rub and bring that beautiful shine back again. Okay. So you can see it's starting to shine again. And I'll go to the back of it and do the same on the back. And I'll do the same on top, and I'll go all the way around, and I'll even go to the little bit there that it hangs the chain from. So you can see we're starting to clean it, and that is a great way of cleaning the crystal. And that's really as much as I would do to clean the crystal. Now, when we're talking about cleansing the crystal, That's a different thing. I've got a lot of videos on Mark Bajerski YouTube channel on how to cleanse and strengthen and clear your crystal. So please go and check that out. So from there, when do we wear the crystal? Well, do we wear it in bed? Well, I do, but you've got to think to yourself, if I'm wearing it in bed, there's a chance that you could lean on it at some point and break it. So there's a great chance and a possibility that breaking the crystal is far easier if you're in bed with it. Okay, so that's one thing you've got to put in your head. So if you don't want to break a crystal, don't wear it in bed. If you're doing something energetic like exercise, running, working in the gym, if you're working, cleaning the house and doing things like that, wearing the crystal is going to bang against heavy metal and things and could crack the crystal. Therefore, your choice, but for me, putting it inside there eliminates that completely, right? So a lot of people like to wear it outside. Well, you're going to break your crystal if you're doing energetic things. Okay, so bear that in mind. It's a great thing to do inside there. Okay, when to wear it when you're going into the bathroom and a shower. I would say this. I shower with this from time to time, but then I think, oh, what did you do that for? And the reason why is because our mountains, and I can't speak for anybody else, is okay when you've got this claw mounting. Claw mounting's okay, right? And we also glue it slightly as well to double reinforce it. But something like the cap fitting, it's only glued, so it's not really gripped because you can't damage the cap by squeezing the cap in. It's got to fit in nicely, so it's glued. Now, glue has a life expectancy. All glues do. You ask any jeweler. So we try and get the most organic and strongest glue we can. And in Bali, they put it in and then they leave it for 24 hours to 48 hours to set. Once that's set, it's done. But here's the thing. Water can get inside. And if water gets inside, there's a chance that it breaks down the glue. So again, my suggestion would be, if you want to keep your crystal as long as I've kept mine, which is, I guess, nearly 2 years, then I just leave it out. Leave it on the side. Have your shower and then put it back on. If you sleep with pajamas, again, if you're going to wear it in bed and you're going to do your meditation and stuff, put it inside again, because the chances of you breaking it is a lot less than if it's out and it falls to one side and your partner does this, or you put your shoulder on it and you might crack it. Because a crystal is a crystal when all's said and done, and especially when it's a petite crystal, a small and thin and long crystal, you've just got to be a bit savvy. So that's how I look after my crystals. However, crystals break. They just break. Sometimes they just break. And I've done many videos on that, guys. And those are the times that I truly believe when a crystal is broken, it's done its job. It's done something that needed to be done. And then I don't get upset about it. I take one piece, remount it, or keep it, and then gift the other piece to somebody else. And then it begins a whole new process of healing in a different way. So that's how I see it. Anything else, Mark? I probably could talk about this all day because there's so many things to talk about, but let's say this. If you treat your crystal with respect, if you treat it like you would do a child, then it'll stay and last as long as this one here, which will probably last me another 2 or 3 or 4 years. Okay, so I have no trouble with mine, but some people kind of get so excited and they mess with it and they play with it too much. I mean, when I work with my crystal, I just hold it like this. I don't squeeze it. I just hold it gently like this. Look, hold hold it gently. And I don't be pulling it and poking it, because when you've got this kind of claw effect, if it's hanging out and it's loose and it's all over the place, clothing or anything can get into that hook, and if you pull again, it's going to pull that out and it's going to fall out. Now, why is it that none of mine ever fall out? I've worked with hundreds of them. I've never had any of them fall out because of that. And if any of them did, it was because I caught it on a piece of clothing or a friend's piece of clothing and it came out. Not my fault. This is called life. And what I would do then is go to the local jewelers and say to the jewelers, is it because sometimes these claws, if you rip it hard enough, can break like anything else. It's silver. So they'll say, yeah, we can solder another piece on and make it strong. So these things that you can do, you can fix the crystal, no problem. I've had crystals that have broke and I've just taken it to my jewelers and said, can you make me 2 pendants now? It's fantastic, fantastic. So I hope this video serves you well. I want to say thank you with all my heart for trusting in my crystals. Let me just say one thing to finish off with today. My crystals are not just crystals you buy from China or India or online. My crystals are working crystals. They are pendants that have worked with me as a healer. Last night, was it last night? No, the night before, I was up till 4:30 in the morning working with crystals. I work with each one of my crystals and I put certain energies into them. They're not just crystals, they are working crystals from a healer. So I would say, look, these are special, and they really are special. And if you treat them so, then they will treat you back in the same way, and then you can last a long time together and work a long time together. I've got crystals here, I've got crystals over there which are 5 years old that I work with and wear constantly. So yeah, these things happen, guys. So I hope this video serves you well. Please remember that when you buy a pure energy healing crystal from Bajerski.com, that is what you buy. Anything else, what is given to you, is a gift from my heart to yours. It's not, you cannot blame us if something happens. It just happens. These things happen. You get it as a gift. So you don't even need to, you can discard it and buy your own something else, something stronger maybe. Something, you know, what works for you. That's all. So I want to end on a good note, and I want to say that this year has been probably the most amazing year of my life as a crystal healer. In the darkness, in the sadness, in the craziness, in the madness, we've kept our energy high. I don't think I would have worked as much if it wouldn't have been as crazy these past 2 years. So in fact, it's made it more positive for me to put more effort into my work. Every single day, guys, every single day, Saturday and Sunday, I have never let you down, and I've never let myself down. I work on crystals. I hunt crystals down. I hunt the best ones down. I work on them for hours and hours and hours. Just at this moment, when I finish with you now, I worked on a group of crystals last night, and I put energy into them crystals separately. 2:30 in the morning, and now they need another, I'd say, 3 hours, 4 hours, and then they're finished. And I'm going to show you the group that I've just worked on. That's these here. So this is green opal. This is orange calcite. These are just phenomenal. This is Mount Shasta, and these are a beautiful and very, very, if you look, transparent but gorgeous mixture in here of amethyst and citrine, and they call this ametrine. Absolutely gorgeous. Just a few pieces there, but this is what I've been working on. So I constantly work day in, day out to try and get the most beautiful crystals onto markbajerski.com for you to feel that pull on there. they're just about to start work because they've had a dinner break. So I was able to do this video for you. So thank you so much again, once again, from my heart to yours, for choosing Bajerski.com and choosing your authentic crystals that I've worked on, hunted, cherry-picked, and put my heart and soul into them. I hope they serve you well, and I hope you enjoy your crystal as much as I loved working with that crystal that chose you today. From my heart to yours, thank you so much for coming to Bajerski.com and enjoying your beautiful crystal. Make the most of it today and let it serve its magic for you. Bye, guys.